Hey, Peter, now I can talk. Welcome back, James. Yeah, we hit the door and it went from Wi-Fi to 5G. So whenever it does that, it loops. So glad you guys can make it back. But yeah, now I can actually talk. What's going on at this little business here? The lights are like going crazy. So there's the police station in our city. And this is the downtown area, at least some of it. I can put that back up. So, Peter, is this you'd never released a video before today? God, I hate this song. Well, that's a good life choice, James. I've only ever seen like people from there as part of when I was growing up, like a Scared Straight program. But never been to one or seen the inside. Now I've driven by the facility, the juvie.
Oh yeah, there's one down the road from us.
Right.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's a couple towns down. So how long have you had your channel, Peter? Welcome in, Matt. How are you tonight? See, Matt only comes for the conversation. He doesn't come for Taekwondo. That's a dog popping out of that window right there. We do. We're just missing Paul. I see the person laughing. I don't know what to call you, but welcome in. Well, I can't say that I was there, James, but it probably was a situation that you felt deemed necessary. But yeah, I don't know that it was worth it in the end. But at the same time, people shouldn't be messing with other people's stuff. So I get how the circumstance presented itself. That's a great guess, the Mo. We are in the Midwest, but we are not in Michigan. You are correct, Matt. There's a lot of biblical names, good solid names. If you, I will give you, the first hint is we are in the Midwest. If you keep guessing another state, I will give you more hints until we get the state right. But we are not far from Michigan. Aaron, we just finished Taekwondo, which we had a separate live for that, but because when I walked out of training to get to the parking lot, it started looping. We restarted the live and we're just driving home. How are you today? And welcome in. What does the cos mean? Is that like cosplay? I like the name, and I mean, I just wanted to confirm that. Sorry, I didn't skip over the question. I just was getting back because they were wrapping class, so that's on me. So I do apologize. I meant to ask that question before. Or is that pronounced Coes? So is it Coes cars or Cos cars? Okay. Yeah, I like it. That's why I was asking what kind of content you did, but since you said like car edits, that made total sense. Yeah, that's one of those ones in the moment. Seems like it's right, but you learned. Oh, we got a whole gaggle of kids.
Me too.
It's tree.
Oh.
God bless you. God bless you.
You need to get your butt out.
Your driveway. As in, like Arlington, Virginia, Aaron? I think we lost the Mobam. Guessed Michigan and then didn't want to play anymore. That was some curb.
You probably want to grab the bag with the kid because
Kid?
She did.
Who do you think you are?
Just call her a lady. Hit me, Peter. Now that we're home. And we're out here with the cicadas. Hey, Ding Dong, did you hear the rumor about butter? Well, if you didn't hear it, I'm not going to spread it. Hey, can you take this in with you guys? Thank you. So anyways, chat. Michigan's a lot closer than where we are, but oh, that's a random cat just in the middle of the street. Kind of looks like a. That was Remus barking at it. But that's not a bad guess either, because this does have some Virginia vibes to it. I've been to Virginia. Think more Midwest, so closer to Michigan. We are definitely not in the South, and we are definitely not along a coast. I think Matt liked that one. What are you doing, booger?
Trying to sneak out without running into the cat. But
Hold on. Matt, you already knew the answer. But that is correct, Aaron. That's where we're at. I like that one too, Peter. I'm gonna save it for Son. I was Girl Gamer right before it started looping. I was asking. I hope your busted lip isn't too bad. And how'd the game go? You got to hold them till Mama and Son are around, but unfortunately, due to our wake up times for school, Mama's already in for the night, and Son is starting to. It's not school. We don't have camp this week, but Mama having to get up for work as early as she does because she gets up at 4 a.m., which that's like halftime for you, Peter.
This is going to the house.
Okay, I'm not worried about that yet. Show me what you're thinking about, and I will decide. And keep it inside. Get your Dobok off and in your bag. Well, hopefully, James, by having a girlfriend whose dad's a cop, it keeps you on the straight and narrow, and it'll be a good thing for you. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Girl Gamer. Does that mean the season's over, or is this just that tournament's over, and you'll keep playing, in other tournaments or a longer season? Is the because like the tension? I thought there was more to that. That's why I was waiting, Peter. Or is that the answer? I apologize. I thought it was because, and then you were gonna hit a new comment with the answer. I thought you were building suspense with that one. So is that supposed to be a chicken voice? So like, because. See, that one's kind of funny to me, Peter, because that hits home for me. I've worked in a banking situation for quite some time. My guy, do not come out here. I said I will check it inside. Do not come out here. There's mosquitoes everywhere.
Wait until he comes in.
Well, welcome in, Matthew, and thank you for the information. Peter says he's got a pen that can write underwater.
Yeah.
Said it can write other words too, but he just likes to write underwater. And then we have somebody new to the chat that's dropping some knowledge on us.
Oh
Yeah, it says I don't want to butcher this, but the Varangian established themselves as a minority warrior elite among the Slavs and managed to control trade routes within the woodlands of Eastern Europe. The city of Kiev soon became their capital, amalgamating with Greeks, Turks, and Uralic people.
Okay.
And then OG Matt said, why do cows have hooves instead of feet?
Oh.
Because they're lactose. Why do pyramids still exist in Egypt? Because it was too heavy for the British to carry. That's full on true, because the British basically took every Egyptian treasure ever. So is that it for the season, Girl Gamer, or do you still got more softball to play? And if it is for the softball season, do you play any other sports? Well, that's awesome, James. How long you guys been together? If you don't mind me asking. And then Matthew Moi stopped with the history lesson. What should a janitor with a dirty house do? Work from home.
Rebus, come here. Rebus.
Here. Want a soccer ball? Go here. Matthew, you're welcome. If you're dropping real history and knowledge on people, you're welcome to drop as much as you like in here. The whole point of the room is open conversation and dialogue, as long as it's respectful of others, and you're cool, we're cool. And I'm a history buff, so. Peter, you don't want history? Peter likes doing dad joke offs.
Is that what he spent his day doing? Doing new dad jokes?
I have no idea. Hopefully he spent his day sleeping, since he was up until like 5 a.m. or
Right,
6
it's really
a.m.
late now, too.
Yeah. Right now it's like 3 in the morning. Going on 4 years? There you go. Yeah, that's about the age when Mom and I started dating, if you're going into 12th grade, and I think you said you're going into senior year.
I was 16. I was sophomore.
Well, in fairness, yes, Peter has fun with folks. You got to understand the room is very lighthearted. So as long as nobody's being too serious or irrational, and we're all respecting each other, it's totally cool. Not to mention, for what it's worth, Matthew, I'm not trying to pull rank, but I said I'd like a little history, and it is the Dad and Son Live. I'm always down for history.
I didn't know that.
So Matt said, why can't you hear a pterodactyl using the bathroom?
I don't know.
Because the P is silent. Okay, so Peter slept from 3 until 11 p.m. And it's 5 a.m. now.
What?
It's 8 hours difference. I forgot I was doing the bod math on it. So bod 6 hours.
He was up talking to us at 5 in the morning. He stayed up all the way to 3 o'clock.
Well, again, realistically, as long as you sleep, and everyone's different, between 6 and 8 hours, whatever your body needs, no matter when that shift of sleep is, the rest of the day is your awake hours. So that it makes sense if you slept from 3 to 11. And as hot as it is there, that's a good time to sleep. Well, for what it's worth, Matthew, I'm always happy to learn about European and other countries because being an American, we're not exposed to as much as we should be historically. There's a very American slant in the history we learn, and a lot of focus on predominantly U.S. history and how that pertains to world events, if that makes any sense. Thank you for taking care of that one, Peter. I don't understand what that was all about, but Double X, you're more than welcome to participate in the conversation. Yeah, that one wasn't really all that productive. And then Girl Gamer said, guess what? Peter said, what? I'll keep going in order. I applied to a local restaurant, according to Matt, to be a waiter. I told them that I bring a lot to the table. There you go, James. That's like Mama, too. For what it's worth, I used to have brown hair. I emphasize used to. Really, Girl Gamer? That's, yeah, that's... Oh, hello.
Hey. Hey.
Baby, he's doing what he's supposed to do, but do you tell him it's okay? Remus,
Okay.
Remus, we're okay. Come here, come here. Remus, come. Remus, come. Yeah, I don't allow that in all the teams I coach and stuff like that. I don't allow the parents to do it. I don't allow our kids to do it. I have a very strong and hard rule that
Okay.
both the parents and our athletes,
Okay.
you bring each other up. You don't try to bring anybody else down. Scarface is back. And Matthew, have a good night. Appreciate you stopping in. I wouldn't say serious. We're getting a little Eastern European history from Matthew Moa. I've been trying to stick to a diet and exercise routine to get in shape and lose some weight. However, I feel like I just have way too much on my plate right now. That's from OG Matt. Scarface, it's totally cool. As long as we're... I'm used to the questions of how I would survive the zombie apocalypse right now with the deflated soccer ball and a dog wearing a scarf. Wait, so James, you're dating the daughter of a cop and your brother is dating the daughter of a preacher. I think Matt and Peter have the basis for a joke starting there. Matt wants to know what you call a female snowman. A snow ma'am. Hey, Mama Bear. You got Mama Bear and the dad and son do it all live. And this little, is that, what do you think that is? Think that's a moth?
Yes, they're all over.
Yeah, it just landed on me.
They're in the grass.
Your hit was trouble. Why was it trouble, Girl Gamer? Or why would they say it was trouble?
Remember, you want to go outside and go in the back? You have to go potty.
I like that one too, Matt, because I do love me a good beer now and then. Matt said somebody should make a beer called Occasionally. That way I can tell people that I only drink occasionally. Well, welcome in from Alaska. How is it up there? Yeah, I don't know that the deflated soccer ball will have much value in the apocalypse. Not much at all. However, our multiple fire pits, our stacks of firewood, those will all be helpful. As long as Remus doesn't eat all the firewood. And there's the thing that landed on me. It won't leave me. So how are things in Alaska? And do I believe in mediums? Very much so, because every time I order food, they ask me if I'd like the drink to be medium or large. I'm kidding. That's for the concept of the dad jokes that get thrown out in here.
Are you just showing them your...
I don't know why this thing won't leave me. I don't know. I'm indifferent on that.
Oh, Gene Buggy's right by your head.
That's a tough question for me, because I'm a very religious person, and the concept of in religion say I shouldn't, but I spiritually, if you believe in religion, there's more to the world and universe than meets the eye. So, kind of puts you in a catch-22. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is really a moth. I don't know. But he is very taken with me. I've never had anything hang out this long.
That'd be dead.
Bro, read my joke. Which one? Which one? Did I miss it? Oh. Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, so I have to change it and be to what's the difference between a snowman and a snowma'am?
Snowballs.
That's exactly right. So Mama knew it already. Why does a pastor get
Did you
rid
make
of...
that up, like right now?
I don't know. Why does the pastor get rid of insects in the church? Or how does? He says, let us spray. I can't bring my dog to the local pond anymore. The ducks keep attacking her. So I guess that's what I get for having a purebred dog. Get it? Bred? Because of ducks. Oh! Oh, no. Just moved to a different position. Well, if you did send this to me, Mama Bear, it's kind of cute. But I don't know why he won't leave me.
Oh, there's a mosquito on the tip of your finger.
There's skeeters everywhere. So if you have any control... Yeah, now the skeeter's there.
Your leg.
That one I'm not so hospitable to. Anything that's drinking my blood, I'm... See, now it's on my leg. I got fired from the keyboard factory for not putting in enough shifts. They wouldn't let me return or enter. They even changed the caps lock on me. That's from Matt. 2110. You're messing with me on that, right? Yes, it is. Sorry. Because in America, we do the 12-hour clocks. We don't do the 24-hour clocks, or what we call military time for us civilians. So it takes me a second to do the math on it. I know it's easy math, but it just doesn't come naturally.
I think I start added and subtracted.
So where do you think we're from, Mama Bear, unless Matt just wants to drop it without participating in that? So we have East Coasters, we have people from the Mediterranean, we have people in the Central Time Zone. So it gives you a hint. I'm in the Central Time Zone. Well, I appreciate you, Mama Bear. You're in for a wild ride, because our lives and chats are basically anything goes as long as we're respectful of each other. Our content ranges greatly, so Halloween season's a lot of Halloween stuff. Christmas season's a lot of Christmas stuff. Water park season, like right now, is a lot of amusement parks and water slides. No, Matt, it's totally okay. I usually make people earn it. Because in fairness, it creates conversation for for the chat. Well, Peter ruined it anyways. So there you go. That's awesome, Mary. If you prefer to be called Mary, I'll do that. If you prefer the username, I'm happy to do that. So will the folks in the chat. And so when you hear me saying Peter, that's Gabe. So in here, we go with his real name. So how many in your family? And I don't know if you can hear Remus in the backyard. Do you have any pet family? Because we have them as well. Remus plays a front and center role in the channel, in fairness, because we're a faceless channel. So we usually look out at Remus or take Remus for walks. That's a good one, Matt. This thing is tickling my leg. That is not a lie. 2 dogs, a turtle, and a rabbit. All right. We're a dog, a cat, and a fish household. And apparently a moth. So is the 5 the human count, and then the second answer is the animal count, or the animal's part of the 5? And Peter, who do you mean? How do they call her in Christmas? I joined the gym. I got to talking to the personal trainer. I asked him what machine I should use to get beautiful girls. He recommended I use the ATM machine outside. Oh my gosh, now there's 2 of these things. I'm going to wake up tomorrow with all sorts of bites. I don't know what these things are, and they're probably doing something to me. So if there's 5, do you have kids in the house? No, 1 left. And it's back. I would agree with you, Matt. Although right now I'm second guessing it with with the amount of mosquitoes we got. With all that rain we had last week, oh my gosh. And being right across from the lake. Mosquitoes don't travel far, but being across the street from the lake, there's a lot of different breeding grounds, if you will, in little pools as the lake rises and then recedes a little bit. It creates a ton of mosquito breeding grounds. Yeah, that's a great question, Matt. I don't do a whole lot of abbreviations or acronyms, so if you find out, let me know. If you're asking me, and again, do you prefer your real name or do you prefer your screen name? So I'll stay with screen name, and unless you tell me differently. I'm not real sorry at the loss of these, because it's I'm not gonna lie, it's itching where that one is, and so I don't know if I'm getting bit in any capacity. Welcome back, girl gamer. Okay, so you prefer Mary, so I will happily accommodate that. Yeah, our household is Mama is how we refer to her, and then son, and then myself. You will quickly, we don't purposely put the names out there, in fairness, and then the long-standing joke is why we're a faceless channel. We will always commit to going face forward if we ever get to 100,000 subs, or when son turns 18, one of the two, because why he's a minor, we wanted to keep it a faceless channel for his sake. My doctor said that I have the peekaboo virus. He sent me straight to the ICU. We do. So if you're asking for a city, we don't give the specific city, but Peter had already said it's in Illinois, so I won't keep you in suspense. So we are in northern Illinois. We're in a suburb of Chicago. One of these times, Girl Gamer, I know you're going to want me to say chicken butt, so I'm going to keep saying it every time you say guess what. That makes total sense. So is that your actual name then, James? I'm not falling for it, Peter. I don't find that one very interesting. So that's my response to it. For real? You're coming to Chicago? Or to Illinois, at least? Well, I can tell you, if you're not coming to Chicago proper, including the metropolitan area, Illinois is a pretty big state. Not as big as Alaska, don't get me wrong, but it's a pretty big state, and it is predominantly corn and pumpkin fields. We are number 2 in corn production, number 1 in the country in pumpkin production, and I think number 3 in soy. So there is just an absolute ton of farms outside the greater Chicagoland area. And I have one back. I'm not gonna lie to you, Girl Gamer. I've been struggling with a headache myself all day. So it's like a contact headache where, like, my head is sensitive. It's not like an interior headache, if that makes any sense, if anybody gets those. Okay. So it's not officially your name, but it's the correct initials is what you're saying. Yeah, I'm going to try not to let it lay eggs on me, and I'm going to try to... I don't, besides the mosquitoes, I don't swat at anything. I try to release it. Drives Mama nuts because I catch spiders in the house and then I release them outside. Is the headache getting better, Girl Gamer? And I will tell you, Mary, we are nowhere near cotton fields. I don't know that there's much, if any, cotton grown in our state. I don't think we have the right climate for it. That one's good, Matt. Yeah, 90%, believe it or not, statistically, 90% of U.S. pumpkin production is done in the state I live in. And if we ever go live on our DIY channel, I will happily show you my backyard, which all my gardens have pumpkins everywhere. Because I drop compost, and the squirrels did an amazing job of putting pumpkin seeds everywhere, which I didn't know until they sprouted. And they've overtaken my tomatoes, my peppers, my strawberries, my everything. So we are going to have ample pumpkins this year. Well, welcome back, lover. How are you today? Which I sound so weird saying. So hopefully you're okay with me saying that. Actually, Peter, the gaming one isn't officially launched yet. So it's out there, like you can find it. We are pre-building videos for it as we speak. And then we will launch with probably 5 to 10 videos when we launch it. Have a good night, Girl Gamer. And again, rest up. Hope you had fun at your game, and let us know in the next one if you What sport's next on the agenda? Because son's going into cross country season and it's time he start training. No worries, Peter. We're not going to be live much longer. I probably got about 8 minutes left in me before I have to go in, based on the time here because of Mama having to get up for work and getting son to bed. So I have driven by those, JJ. Those are awesome sights to see. They're really cool. The tobacco fields, they are absolutely really cool. Now, whether or not your take on tobacco and tobacco related products, the fields are really cool to see. I got to change out the lights around here. We don't have the bug lights in, and I'm just having a massive amount of cicadas and June bugs smashing against the porch lights. The sound is absolutely crazy. Your dog scratched your eye, like the outside of your eye, like your eyelid or your eyeball? Because for what it's worth, I had a actual laceration to my eyeball, from football. Somebody got their finger inside my helmet, on a tackle, and it went in and literally the fingernail cut my eye. It was pretty bad. I thought I was going to have like visual impairment from it because it obviously being football, your hands are a little dirty and nasty, so it got infected and it was pretty bad. So hopefully it's just the outside of your eye, like your eyelid or the skin surface around, because if it's your eyeball, you gotta be real careful. So hopefully it's okay. Oh no, that's terrible. Are you doing all right though? I can tell you, so JJ, my mom always smoked, and when I knew my dad or was around my dad, he smoked. Um, I'm not a huge fan of the smell of cigarettes. However, if I get around pipe tobacco or cigars, I love the smell of those. And they definitely have a distinctly different smell if you've been around all of them. Okay, well that's good that you're all right. So, and definitely if you feel anything like itching or like swelling or something like that, get that looked at, because dogs' feet obviously have a similar situation with them, their paws touching the ground, that you don't want to risk infection in there. I have no idea what's going on with those little scooters and those guys, but I remember summer days when I was on summer vacation. And that would be something that we would be doing. I'm focusing on the light because right about now is when the bats start coming out. And a lot of times you can see them flipping through the light, because what they do is, because the bugs are drawn to the light, they start just swarming in and just attacking, because that's their main diet source. So I think it was last night when we were out here, we could see a ton of them just swooping back and forth and going through the light. I think they're cool. Mama thinks they're scary as all get out. Yeah, I would not advise starting at all if you can avoid it. It's highly addictive, but to JJ's point, it can be comforting depending on the environment you grew up and stuff. So my grandpa smoked a pipe, and so I think that's why I find the smell of pipe tobacco so comforting. Even if I get it in like you can get it in like a soap, or you can get it in like a fragrance, I don't mind it at all. There's a few smells to me that are like comforting, and that's one of them. Fresh baked bread is up there. Fresh brewed coffee. Yeah, and there you go, James, or JJ. Everyone's unique, and everyone's got theirs. Like I said, the top three that come to the top of my head is fish, baked bread, fresh brewed coffee. It does a little bit, right? Like you could start out like that, and all of a sudden you hear like a sound, and then a slow pan to, and then out of nowhere a jump scare. I could see that. Well, in the last 3 minutes, I'm just trying to see if we find a bat or two. And Mary, if you're still here, you may have been the 2500 subscriber. Because I think before we started this live, we were at 24.99. I find round numbers like amusing, so I completely agree with you, Scarface. That'd be a great setup if I ever got in the business. Now, funny enough, we have a video launching tomorrow morning because we are Halloween junkies and love Halloween decorations, haunted house, yard haunts, you name it. Anything Halloween. Son does haunt acting, although his preferred character is a reaper, not a zombie. We are ranking the new Spirit Halloween animatronics. So that is coming out tomorrow morning, our time, at I believe 8 a.m. I think that's what I scheduled it for. And so yeah, this will be the slow trickle of a ton of Halloween content that'll be coming soon, because we eat, breathe, and sleep Halloween. It's absolutely like our favorite. See, I can get that, JJ. Here's the problem I have is I have an allergy to fragrances, like anything. We have to wash all the clothes in fragrance-free detergent, you name it. So Mama does not have a perfume that she can wear without setting off my allergies, sinuses, and migraine headaches. But because of that, a lot of the stuff we use, even though it's unscented, has a very reminiscent of baby powder scent, because most of the stuff, whether unscented deodorant, stuff like that, comes across as very like almost clinically clean scent. So I find that comforting as well, as odd as that sounds. You start school in 2 weeks for real? That seems early. Is that the standard start time for your area? Because I know you're not far from us and you're in Iowa, but is that the standard school start time? What time? When did you get out of school? Was it in early May or the end of May? No, not for the day. Sorry, I meant like when did school end for the year? Did you guys get out and like? Because here they got out like right before Memorial Day, so like the end of May. So I think they go back. Not the end of, but right like August 20th, somewhere in that range. So they got like another month. But it definitely goes fast. I'll give you that. Crazy fast, actually. And the last couple of weeks always go faster than the first couple of weeks. I can tell you that much. I remember that for sure. And even being with Son, it's always, we're looking at the calendar and we're like, oh my gosh, school's going to start. And then everything else starts, and, you know, all the activities that are associated with school. So. But Peter, if you're still here, make sure you drop a comment in one of the videos. We're going to have to... I'm going to be in so you're going into 6th grade? That's awesome. Is that junior high for you guys where you're at? Or middle school? Oh, that's got to be exciting. Hopefully you're excited for it. See, right behind that bush, Scarface would be the perfect place for something to jump out. Yeah, for what it's worth, here we call it junior high. I don't know why. So that's why I added the middle school, because I know most other areas call it middle school. But I do appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. And after the scooter goes by again for like the 100th time, I think we're going to wrap for the night. I got to get in, get son moving to bed, or otherwise he won't be up until noon. Appreciate you, lover. We will see you in the next one. We always go live at least once a day on one of our channels. It'll likely be this one tomorrow. But maybe we'll go live on the DIY as well. But we will definitely go live on this for an evening chat. So we appreciate you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Usually about the same time, about 7 p.m. our time is when we kick off the live in the evening, as long as we don't have a conflict. But JJ said, although smell I find comfort, arm in hand, return to remind me of 7 summers spent with her. See, that's a smell too. So Mama's smell, she grew up with Era, if anybody's heard or smelled that detergent. We can't use it because of my allergies and son's allergies, but that smell to her is comforting because that's what she grew up and that's what her parents use. So totally get it. So yeah, look for us between 6:30 and 7:30 tomorrow evening, because there's no camp, so I won't do a morning drive, but we will definitely be live tomorrow for sure on this channel, and possibly beforehand. So if we went live on the DIY channel, it'd be before we came live here. So you guys have a great night. It was awesome catching up. Thank you for spending some time with us, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.